Hello, in this video we'll talk about the PrintingTools service. ArcGIS for Server 10.1 now supports out-of-the-box printing functionality. This is enabled with the new PrintingTools geoprocessing service, which gets created as part of any Server 10.1 site. It includes the Export Web Map task, which allows web applications to submit the contents of their map and dynamically populate a map layout. The service then sends the map layout as an image or PDF or other format back to the web application. It allows them to use this service to get a high cartographic quality printable map. The web mapping APIs for JavaScript, Flex, and Silverlight, as well as some configurable viewers for ArcGIS, can leverage this service. The PrintingTools GP service includes a set of predefined map layouts, and it's ideal for 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 17 sized hard copies. It also supports custom layouts, and you'll see this in a demo later on in this video. This is ArcGIS Server Manager, a web browser-based application that allows you to administer an ArcGIS for Server site. First, I will log in. And under the Services section, under Manage Services, under the Utilities folder, I can view some of the services that are installed by default. Observe the PrintingTools geoprocessing service, and if I click on it, I can view some of its properties. Under Parameters, notice that its execution mode is set to synchronous, and under Capabilities, I can click to view its REST endpoint. As I indicated earlier, the PrintingTools GP service contains the Export Web Map task, which allows a web application to take the contents of its map and dynamically populate a map layout. The task will then send the map layout back to the web application as an image or PDF or other format. If I click the Export Web Map task, I can scroll down and observe some of the out-of-the-box supported formats that the map layout can be returned in, as well as some of the default map layouts that are available with the service. Next, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the PrintingTools GP service with the ArcGIS Viewer for Flex application builder. The ArcGIS Viewer for Flex is a configurable web client to ArcGIS Server, and the application builder, available since the 2.5 release, enables you to quickly and easily create and deploy a new web mapping application without programming or configuration file editing. I will start by clicking Create New Application, and I will give my new application a name called New Web App. In the main user interface for the ArcGIS Viewer for Flex application builder, I need to specify three general areas for my new application: the data content under the Maps tab, the functionality under the Widgets tab, and the application's look and feel under Layout and Design. I will start by clicking Base Maps and Operational Layers to add my own services. And here I can specify base maps and operational layers as well as a custom map extent. So for base maps, I will add the Naperville base map. For operational layers, I will add the Water Utilities Dynamic Map service. I'll click Save, and now I've specified the data content for my new web mapping application. Next, I will specify the functionality by clicking the Widgets tab. Observe we have many out-of-the-box functional tools, but for the purposes of this demo, I will simply configure the Print widget. To enable the Print widget to work with the PrintingTools GP service, I check the Print with ArcGIS Server checkbox. I then have to specify the service's REST endpoint URL, so I will click Load and browse to the Export Web Map task. Notice now additional parameters have appeared under the Print widget settings. These are parameters that will appear in the Print widget to the end user, so I will specify a map title, the author, as well as the copyright. This last option, Force Scale, enables an end user to print a hard copy to a specific map scale, so I will make this visible. Clicking OK and Save will confirm the functionality in my new web mapping application. Lastly, I will specify the web mapping application's title. Under the Design tab, I will give a new name, Water Utilities Viewer, as well as a subtitle, Naperville, Illinois. Now we're ready to view the new application. I will click My Applications, and the new web app is listed, and to view it, I will go to Actions and choose Open in Browser. This is the Water Utilities Viewer that we just created in the ArcGIS Viewer for Flex application builder. I'm going to zoom into the Water Utilities Dynamic Map Service, then activate the Draw and Measure tool. I will render a simple polygon to simulate a flood that occurred in the city. Next, I will activate the Print widget. And you can observe that the parameters in this Print widget were the same parameters that we configured in the application builder. I'll give the map a new title, call it Flood Map. I can also specify a layout, and these layouts are included out of the box with the new PrintingTools GP service. For now, I will choose A4 Portrait. It will be returned to me as a PDF, and I can also specify the specific map scale that I want the output to be generated at. I'll choose 5000. Now, behind the scenes, the PrintingTools GP service is taking the content of the web map and dynamically populating a map layout. It returns to me this PDF file of the contents that I see in my web mapping application. So I have my flood map title, I have my map, and you can see we also have a legend, a scale bar, as well as my author and copyright information. If I wanted to, I could click Save As and save this PDF to my local machine. And that's how easy it is to use the PrintingTools GP service out of the box. In the second part of this video, I will demonstrate how to make a custom layout available to web mapping applications for printing. This demo has 4 steps. First, I will create a custom layout in ArcMap. Then I will execute the Export Web Map GP tool. I will take the results of the tool and publish it as a new Print GP service. Lastly, I will configure the Print widget in the ArcGIS Viewer for Flex application builder to work with the new Print GP service. We are in ArcMap 10.1, and as you can see, we have an untitled map document with a new custom layout. I will complete the new layout by inserting a picture, in this case, the Esri logo. I will move the Esri logo to a location that I like and resize it. I'm going to right-click and access its properties, and I want to ensure that I've saved the image as part of the map document to ensure that ArcGIS for Server can use it as a resource. Next, I will save the layout as a new map document. So here I will call it Custom Layout. At 10.1, the workflow for publishing a GP tool has changed. Now you must execute the GP tool first, then publish its results to create a GP service. In our toolbox, under the Server Tools toolbox Printing Toolset, there's a new Export Web Map GP tool, and I'm going to run this tool in ArcMap. I'll leave the initial 3 parameters at their defaults, but for Layout Templates folder, I will browse to my C Layouts folder. This is where I saved my custom layout. I also pre-registered this location as a data store with my ArcGIS for Server site. And for Layout Template, I will choose my custom layout. Notice we have 2 other layout templates. These were map documents that already existed in my Layouts folder. I also have the Map Only option, which would generate just a map. I'll run the GP tool, and I'll go to my geoprocessing results window to watch the progress of the tool. I will expand current session, and under messages you can see the tool has completed successfully. Now that I have a result from the Export Web Map GP tool, I can right-click, go to Share As, Geoprocessing Service. I'll click Next to publish a new service, and I'll point to my ArcGIS for Server site. I'll give it a name of Print Service 2 and click Next, and I'll generate it inside my Naperville folder and click Continue. This loads the Service Editor dialog. This is where we set the properties for the print service. Under Parameters, we'll set the execution mode to synchronous. Under Export Web Map Format, this lists all the formats that the print service will support when sending the map image back to the web clients for printing. Under Layout Templates folder, this shows the C Layouts folder that I specified earlier. And finally, under Layout Template, this lists all the map documents that are in the C Layouts folder, each with their own unique map layout. Now, we can publish the service. And the service was successfully published. We'll click OK, and now we'll navigate back to ArcGIS Server Manager. I'll go back to my Manage Services section. I'll go to my Naperville folder, and you can now see we have Print Service 2 as a geoprocessing service available to us. In the final part of this demo, I will now configure the print widget from the application we built earlier to this new Print Service 2 GP service. First, I will go back to the ArcGIS Viewer for Flex application builder, and I will click Edit. Then I will navigate to the Widgets tab and configure the print widget. Basically, I will edit the task URL parameter and now point it to the Print Service 2 Export Web Map task. I'll click OK. I'll save my changes. And now I can go to My Applications and view the new application. So I'll click and choose Open in a Browser, and I'll browse back to Internet Explorer. I will quickly zoom to a new location so we have something nice to print. Now when I execute the print widget, if you look under the Layout Templates option, our custom layout appears along with the two other map documents that existed in the C Layouts folder. I'll give the map a new name, Flood Map 2, and I'll leave the file format to PNG8. I'll click Save As, and now save this new PNG file on my local machine, Flood Map 2. Now what I can do is inside Windows Explorer, I can right-click on that PNG image and basically open it in Windows Photo Viewer. And here is my map image that I can print using the custom layout that I created. For more information on the PrintingTools service, please go to the ArcGIS 10.1 help documentation and look for the Printing and Web Applications help topic. Thank you for listening.